Hi everyone, how are you all doing today? I hope you are staying safe and well. Today I am going to be doing a first impression on this Nars Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. Now I have been wanting to try this foundation for a long while now, so what I'm going to do is prime half of my face with my normal Too Faced Hangover X primer because I know how this one performs. So I'm literally going to prime this side of my face. And we're only priming half of my face to see how the foundation wears with and without primer. Now my skin isn't the best. I am suffering with a lot of breakouts and I get a lot of redness around my chin and around here, as you can see. Like they're hormonal breakouts and I'm suffering with it really bad at the moment. So yeah, so before we jump into the foundation, I'm just going to read up what it claims that it does. It says, perfect your complexion with Nars Cosmetic Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, a lightweight, breathable formula infused with micronized pigments that mimic the skin tone for a natural looking finish. Fortified with a skin optimizing complex of raspberry, apple and watermelon extracts, the liquid foundation delivers medium to full buildable coverage. That's good because I like my full coverage. That remains transfer and sweat resistant for up to 16 hours. So we are not going to try it for 16 hours. We're going to try it as long as possible before I go to bed tonight. Expect smooth, flawless skin with an even texture and a fresh, luminous glow. Paraben, oil, alcohol and fragrance free, dermatological tested, whatever that word says. So I've got the shade Light 2 Monk Blanc. So hopefully this will match me. So the bottle looks like that. Very luxurious. Now I am going to shake it up a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is just take 2 pumps on my hand. Oh, it's very runny. That's more like 3, but that is extremely runny. And then just dot it around my face. Now what I'm going to do is blend half it out with a clean flat top brush and just see how it goes. Blend it out. This is the prime side. I am enjoying that first layer. It's cancelled out my redness already. It's covered some of my little breakouts around here. I am enjoying that. Now we are going to go in with on the unprimed side with my Real Techniques beauty sponge and just see how that blends out with the sponge. Now I can see blending it out with the beauty sponge does give you less coverage, like always. That's why I do prefer going in with a flat top first and then to finish off with the sponge. That's just my personal preference though. But it does blend out really nicely with the sponge. I am going to go in with another couple of pumps just to see how buildable it actually is. I am going to take my sponge on both sides, and that is a very decent shade match, so I did very well online getting that shade. Oh my god, I love it. I've just put my hair all in my juice. So that's my face with 2 layers. As you can see, it's really hidden my breakouts. It's hidden it to the best of its ability because I have got really strong breakouts at the moment. But I am extremely happy with the way that looks. So if I didn't have these really strong breakouts around here, it would look amazing. Like, my skin literally looks flawless. Like, my pores don't look enlarged in any way. My skin looks pretty decent. So what I'm going to do is just put my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer on. Now what I'm going to do is take my Too Faced Cocoa Contour face palette and just take a light shade and set it under my eyes. Now what I'm going to do is take my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, because I know how this performs, and just put that all over my face. Now this ain't going to change the colour or nothing of the foundation because it is translucent. I do prefer a translucent powder. That is the foundation with all my products and that on. As you can see, I still have a little bit of my texture coming through, but it doesn't bother me. Once I have the rest of my powder on, you don't really notice all this bumps, but I suppose if you wanted to build it up more, you could build it up a lot more. But yeah, first impressions, I'm really impressed. What I'm going to do now is just put the rest of my makeup on, and I will come back and let you know how everything went on top of it. But yeah, I am pleasantly surprised. Hi guys, sorry if the camera quality is terrible. I am now filming on my phone because my camera keeps overheating, but I thought I would check in with you in how this foundation is holding up. It is now 12:15. I did put it on around about 11:15, so it's only been on for about an hour and a half, but you can see everything is still really nicely covered. Like, my skin just looks flawless, obviously apart from like my textured areas, but I didn't build it up to as full coverage as I think I could have got out of it. So the next time I use it, I am going to build it up a little bit more, but I still feel like my skin can breathe underneath it. I don't feel like I'm caked in makeup. Like, my Estee Lauder sometimes makes me feel really heavy. So does my L'Oreal Infallible foundation, that just makes me feel really heavy. This one, I actually feel like my skin can breathe underneath it. But I've got to say, I am loving my makeup today. It's very simple. Just a nice wing and false lashes and a pop of colour. I just feel very Barbie today. Like, even the hair, like, it's just so 90s. Like, I'm like really into 90s things at the moment. I don't know if like 90s are like coming back, but I see like 90s trends, but more formulated. Not formulated, what's the right word? More up to date. I see 90 trends more up to date than what they used to be, obviously. But this foundation is holding out, and it is a really hot day, and my upper lip, like, sorry for the too much information, but my upper lip literally keeps sweating and there's no sweat patches on my lip. Like, it's amazing. So yeah, so I'll check in with you again in the next few hours, let you know how it's holding up, and if I see any problems with it, I will come back and let you know. Hi everyone, so the time is now about 10 to 5 in the evening. So I've had this foundation on for what, I've had it on for about 6 hours. Now I can tell that on the unprimed side, which was this side, I have got my natural oils coming through a little bit more than the prime side. So I would definitely recommend a primer with this product. But other than that, it has stayed in place. Like, it's even stayed in place around my lip, and like I say, it's a really hot day today, and that's where I tend to sweat a little bit more. So it stayed in place around there. So yeah, at the moment I am really digging and I'm impressed with this foundation. So I will check back with you about 10 o'clock this evening, 10, 11 o'clock this evening, to let you know how it's worn even more throughout the day. My partner's just cooking a barbecue downstairs, so I'm going to go downstairs and enjoy the sunshine in my back garden and enjoy the kids with barbecue. So I will check back in with you later. Hi everyone, so it is now 20 to 11 and I am so ready to take the makeup off and to go to bed. Taking my false eyelashes off, put my glasses on, and I look like a mess, but we're just going to bypass that and take a look at the foundation. So the foundation is looking like it is passing its time of wear, so it's been on for just over 12 hours. I'd say it's been on for about 12 hours 45 minutes, almost 13 hours. So I wouldn't say for me this would last up to for 16 hours. Like it said that it could wear up to 16 hours. I personally don't think that's the case. I have got combination to oily skin. I do get dry, like really dry sometimes, and I do get really oily more often than dry. So let's just touch my face and see if anything comes off. I am getting a bit of oils through, especially around my nose. There's a bit of transfer. See on the prime side. Now the prime side isn't as oily as the unprimed side, so I would suggest to use a primer with this foundation, but I use primers regardless all the time. Yeah, but other than that, I did enjoy wearing the foundation today. It did feel really lightweight. It didn't feel heavy. It didn't feel like my face was caked in makeup. It has been a really hot day today in the UK, like roasting hot today in the UK, so that might have messed with the longevity of the foundation. Yeah, I would say at the moment I would give this foundation about 3.5 out of 5. Maybe 4. I need to try it out a little bit more and test it a little bit more. But yeah, like there's nothing really left to report. Like my nose is extremely oily actually, but it has been on for almost 13 hours, so it's nothing that a bit of touching up with powder can't fix if you want to prolong the wear for up to 16 hours if you're doing a 12-hour shift at work or you're just out most of the day. Like just take your favourite powder with you, and don't see there would be a problem with touching it up. See, it doesn't feel oily around my skin and not really on my forehead. It's literally just on my nose, and by the end of the day I do get oily all over my T-zone, so that's quite good. So if you enjoyed this first impression, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what foundations you would like me to try next. Click the subscribe button and I will see you in my next video. Bye!